Hey everybody, and welcome to another Star Citizen video. My name is Scary Spikes, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new hospital in Lorville, Maria Pure of Heart, which is available in 3.7 and currently testing in PTU, which will be released very soon. Before we get started though, a huge thanks to Lamfada as well as all of my wonderful channel members and patrons. I couldn't make these works without their direct support, and I just wanted to let them know how much that's appreciated. If you'd like to do the same, you can become a channel member using the blue join button down below the video right next to the subscribe button, or you can follow the link in the description and become one of my wonderful patrons. Of course, if you find these videos helpful and enjoyable, you can help me for free by liking the video and making sure to subscribe, ring the bell, and share this video with your friends and communities. You can join me live on stream Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, or our wonderful Discord community, hopefully both. Links for those can be found down in the description below. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this video. There are currently two main ways to get into the hospital. The first is using the rear entrance at the subway station, or you can enter from Leavesden Station right beside M&V Bar at the main entrance. Between all of the hospitals that we've seen since Alpha 3.14, their inception in Stanton, I think I really like Maria Pure of Heart in Lorville the most. And not just because it's ultra modern and stylish, but also because it's located in Lorville. It's one of my favorite locations if you didn't know that already, because it's very central to Stanton and makes accessing the rest of the system super easy since it's pretty much smack dab right in the middle. Let's go ahead and take a tour of the premises here on the main floor in the lobby, and then we'll take a look at what it looks like upstairs, including taking a look at some of the rooms. This is the insurance area. This is where you can choose to imprint yourself at Lorville without having to go up onto one of the wards and get yourself into one of the rooms. Simply walk up to the regeneration panel here and use your inner thought system by holding F and right-clicking, and simply choose to have your imprint located here. And that's it, you're done. Just go ahead and click the little X on the top right-hand corner of your screen, and you're all finished. Once you've done that, you're all set. And whether your ship gets blown up or you get killed by an elevator like the rest of us, you'll be respawning right here. As soon as you exit the insurance area, you'll see two elevators on your right hand side, and these are the ones that take you up to the 5 floors consisting of the wards in the hospital and where you'll be waking up if you meet your inevitable doom inside one of those aforementioned elevators. You can get drugs or treatments for any of the injuries that you may have sustained while out in the verse by heading over to the reception area here and using one of the terminals on either side of it to request one of the rooms upstairs. Once you're there, you can simply lay down in the bed and get the treatment that you need. If you're a high roller or a VIP, you can skip the terminals, the desk, and of course the elevators, and you can head straight over to the executive suites, which are located just across the way from the pharmacy. Now, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot going on here with the exception of one very lonely attendant waiting for the next VIP to come around, as well as, of course, a few pictures on the wall of some of Hurston's most elite. And, of course, this wouldn't be complete without a solid gold statue of Archibald himself. Of course, we do have a door and an elevator on the right-hand side, which does lead to the luxury suites, although there's a little bit of a lack of continuity here, and I don't know whether it's luxury or executive, but you would imagine that they probably go hand in hand. Regardless, I'd be kind of curious to see how concierge access plays into these areas in the game, and do you think we should get access to more places just because we've contributed more to the game? Let me know in the comments down below. Just across the way there, right across the hall here, we have the pharmacy, and this is where you can come to buy and now sell any of your drug-related needs. Simply come up to one of these terminals and use your inner thought system, and you'll notice that you have the regular selection, but this time everything is much better organized with some filters at the top. If you have something similar to sell, you can simply head over to the sell tab and go ahead and empty out your pockets for some extra credits. Just to the right of the pharmacy is the exit to Metro Center, which you can take to one of the other perimeter lines or the spaceport line, which will take you to Tiza Spaceport. The elevators are definitely very interesting, very spacious, and really well lit, also really nicely designed. There's a panel on the right-hand side of the door, and as mentioned before, 5 floors, each leading up to identical wards. Let's just go ahead and take this up to floor 1 and check it out. These wards are all divided up into a bit of a U-shape with the central nurses station right in the middle and a beautiful window looking out on what appears to be Tiza Spaceport in the background and the business center a little bit further back. If we walk around, we can see that there are a number of paths. There's one this way, and there's one the other way, around the left side of the nurse's station, And each of these have a number of different patient rooms in them that you might respawn in if you get injured by an elevator. The lighting here is actually really beautiful, and it's very nice and open as well, so it definitely doesn't feel claustrophobic and feels very comfortable for a hospital. There's a lot of nice use of color here, and again, it's just a lot of space to move through, so you feel a lot more relaxed being here as compared to some of the tighter constraints of the clinics on some of these space stations around Stanton. Once you make it around the corner and get to the end of either of the hallway that comprises one of the two wards on each of the floors, you'll notice that there is a bit of a lock-off at the end, and this is very likely just leading to other areas of the hospital not accessible to the player, at least at the moment. This is possibly radiology or surgical rooms, and I'm only thinking that because those are the signs posted before you get here. But it could be anything in there, and hopefully this is something that we can expect to be open at some point later on. I noticed that there are some terminals very close by the elevators, as well as in other areas of the wards, but unfortunately those are not usable in being able to admit yourself into any one of the rooms on any of the floors. Now this does make sense, since you wouldn't go up to a ward in a hospital to admit yourself. You'd generally be doing that from another part of the hospital, but it would be nice, at least for convenience sake, to be able to do it here. Fortunately, the signage in the hospital is pretty easy to read and tells you where to go if you are getting a little lost. In this case, we're heading to room 15, so it'll be down this way. Walking into one of these rooms definitely inspires a certain type of awe. It's pretty amazing, honestly. These are really, really well lit, large, comfortable looking rooms with a lot of amenities in them. I could only imagine a stay in this hospital would cost a pretty penny, but let's have a look around. You'll notice that there's a washroom here right beside the main ingress and egress point of the room, which unfortunately is not accessible to the player. And right across from that, we have some storage space for all of your goodies, including, any firearms that you may have brought to the hospital. That's awesome. Moving further in, we notice that we have a few more creature comforts that we would expect to find in most premium hospital rooms, including, of course, some space for the doctors and nursing staff to keep all of their medicines and medical supplies, as well as some workspace for them to be able to keep up with your charts, and then of course some IV bags just in case you are very seriously hurt. You can take these actually, which is pretty crazy, but I'm just going to go ahead and help myself because, well, I paid for it. Moving further over, we can see that we have some stuff on the wall here, including some medical equipment, of course, very sensitive medical equipment. And of course, we have the obligatory bed with the panel at the end of it. We've got what looks like some kind of medical monitoring machine or perhaps a vitals machine there. And then, of course, we have some space for friends and family just in case you're expecting any visitors. The views from these rooms, by the way, are really amazing. This one's looking out at Tisa Spaceport, and it looks beautiful, especially at night. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed these videos, and if you do, please help me out by leaving a like and becoming a subscriber. Make sure to ring the bell so that you don't miss future videos, and make sure to share this video with your friends and communities. If you'd like to go above and beyond and really help me out by supporting me directly, you can do so by using the blue join button down below and becoming a channel member, or the link in the description and become a patron. It really goes a long way to help me out, and I really appreciate it. Of course, you can join me live on stream Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, or come by and say hello on Discord. The links for those can be found down below. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you in the next video.